Well, Wild Bill.
Ty, we're here on Nobody Sports Podcast.
Yeah.
Pilot episode. We're going to be fucking drinking liquor,
Drinking beers.
talking sports, talking highlights,
We'll talk about this playoff race.
talk about the great chase.
The Great Chase.
Oh, boy.
That's a good one, buddy.
That's a topic.
That is a topic. What do you think? You think he does it?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think... It's hard to say whether he's going to do it in less games than Ovechkin. Than fucking Gretzky.
Yeah.
But I think this is the season that he does it, and then he goes and retires in Russia like he wants to.
I'd say yeah.
Oh, yeah, sponsored by Coors Seltzers. Just kidding.
Hopefully. One day. For
One
him.
day.
I want the beers. But
Just Coors in general.
yeah, let's go for Coors sponsorship. Run for it. One day.
That's right. That's right. But yeah, this great chase. He's 888.
Yes, as of last night, he
Yeah.
was 888.
Yeah.
He's on my fantasy team, so I've been
Yeah,
following
fuck
him.
off.
Been following him quite closely. Oh yes, we do swear on this podcast, so rated
Parental
R.
discretion is advised.
Yes,
Big time.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Anyways, some recaps from last night. We probably should have looked at all the games instead of just our games.
Yeah, we probably should have done that. Okay, so how's this? I'll take a look at the games last
Sure.
night.
Leafs
And-
won, surprisingly.
Hey, hey now. You know what? They beat Colorado on Wednesday night, so
By technicality. Wasn't 7-4, so.
Joseph Wool played great on Wednesday night.
Joseph
Probably one of his best games.
It was his best game of the season. He stopped 40 shots. Close to 40 shots.
Okay, last night we had Leafs Rangers 4-3.
Close game, but the Rangers ain't shit this year, so.
Yeah, we'll pull up. Okay, so first off, Leafs are my team. Colorado is his team. We're not going to play favoritism. We're going to talk about all teams,
Yeah,
but
we're not biased. But these are our favorites.
those are our teams. Avalanche won 5-1. Holy fuck, but
Yeah.
your centers down the line are insane.
Can we step back to Toronto for a minute, though?
Yeah,
And just
yeah.
admire the last couple months that Bobby McMahon has had.
He came off a point. I like Bobby McMahon, but he has his ups and downs.
He does, but the last couple months, he has been solid for them. He's what, third line, right?
Yeah, third. Sometimes he plays second.
I think he's a solid all-around player.
Right now, I do believe he's playing second line with John Tavares and William Nylander. Of course, that's getting switched up with Craig Berube trying to switch up some lines right now. But he's doing all right.
I think the last couple months, since December, he's really pulled his game together, and he's been playing fantastic.
I agree.
Fantastic.
Max Domi he had a rocky start to the season, but in the start of March here, he's been doing all right.
His last couple games have been good.
Yep.
He's been active. You've known he's on the ice.
Big hit on,
hits.
what was it, Carter Verhaeghe that hit was on?
I think so, yeah, in the Florida game.
Yep,
Yeah.
and then the big fight he had.
Yeah.
Um,
The one where Ty Domi was on his phone the whole time.
yeah,
Just
exactly.
watching.
Just watching. See, I don't know. I've heard mixed opinions on Ty Domi at the game where he gets mad when Max plays like that and plays physical and doesn't score. But I've also heard other opinions where he's a good father that way and he's just telling Max to improve on his own game.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know Ty or Max, so I couldn't tell you.
No.
Other than we share the same name. So, you know what? Yeah. Ty Domi, a beer from Nobody's goes to you, buddy.
Hell yeah. Cheers to that.
Yes, sir. All right. So, the rest of the games last night.
Avs, yes.
Avs.
Our center core is disgusting.
Yes, they're
Disgusting.
they're
With the
insane.
additions of Brock Nelson and Charlie Coyle. And Gabe is flying out with the team, and he's at every practice.
I have heard this. Who had... I can't remember if it was Spittin' Chicklets or Missing Curfew, but they had Gabe on their podcast this past week, and he was talking about possibly getting back on the ice for this coming playoffs.
Yep. The rumor that is surrounding the team right now is that first round he'll be back.
That's pretty big for you guys.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
That's
it
exciting.
is.
He's got a cup dangling in front of him though. They have their
Yes.
rough games, but they are 100% a contending team.
How long has it been now since he's played a game with the team?
Since the 2022 final series.
Since the cup.
Yeah.
Since the cup. That's a long time for Gabe. Do you think he can get back up to speed and
I
keep
think
up
it's
with the team? Because you have McKinnon and McCarr, and they're flying, and Natchez is right there with them.
Natchez has been crazy since he came over.
Yeah. Okay, Mikko Rantanen. That move for your team.
I think it was smart. I mean, it sucks to see the Moose go, but
Yep.
we're taking Natchez at a lower cap hit for
How
at
many
least
years?
until I think he's got a year left after this year on his contract.
Okay.
So might come back to bite us in the ass when it comes
Yeah.
to re-signing.
Brock Nelson, he's just rental, right?
For now, yes.
And you guys brought back
Eric Johnson.
Eric Johnson too, one of
Yeah.
your boys.
And he likes to be with the Avs, so
He
I
does.
know he'll take a team-friendly deal if he has to.
That'd be very good. That'd
Yeah.
be great for you guys.
Yeah. Even if we signed him for like $1 million, I think he'd even take $850 just to stay with the boys. Colorado's his home, and he don't want to go nowhere.
Especially if you guys have Gabe coming back. That's that you think that's a big reason why Gabe's coming back, or what?
I think the biggest reason that he'll come back this soon is because the cup.
Yeah.
Because
It's right there for
it's right on a string,
it
right
is for
dangling
you
in front of his
guys.
face.
I've said it before. I personally, I think, if not as a Leafs fan wanting them to win, I think Colorado, they're my team to win. So I'm rooting for your boys over there. I would like them to win.
I'm rooting for them for the West. I think the East, I don't know if there's much getting past Washington.
How about Florida? Trying to go back to back?
I don't think they'll get past Washington.
No.
I don't. I really don't. They've got the structure 100% to be a finals team. But Washington has been an absolute menace in the Eastern Conference.
I agree.
An absolute menace.
Yes. They picked up that win last night, was it? That was in regular. That was regular time there. So there was, what was it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games last night that were OT to shootout. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Hurricanes beat the Sharks. Hurricanes lost the trade deadline.
Oh, big time. They lost everything since they let go of Natchez. The Rantanen
don't get
deal
me
was
wrong.
a bust for them.
Stankoven, amazing pickup.
Great
for them.
pickup.
Very young talent coming in there.
But I think it's going to be a few years before he peaks.
Yes.
If he decides to stay with Carolina, that'll be great for them.
I agree.
But losing Natchez just to have Rantanen
For what,
jump
12
ship?
games?
Yeah, just to have him
had
jump ship. Come on.
Jesus.
Brilliant move on Colorado's end,
Yeah.
but Carolina, that kind of bit them in the ass.
The Wild are sitting in a wild card spot right now.
Yeah, fuck them.
Same with the Blues.
The Blues, their latest push has been crazy.
I know.
The Western Conference playoff race. Well, I think both conferences, their wild card playoff race is nuts right now.
Oh, I agree.
Nuts
Definitely.
right now.
It's out there. We have Senators and the Canadians in the East.
I think these wild card teams are gonna surprise a lot of people this year. Maybe not necessarily the Wild. I can't really see them going crazy in the playoffs. Maybe second round at most.
They need, if anything, Kirill Kaprizov back. Is what they need. And they need Eriksson Ek to come back as well. Or else they're getting put out first or second round.
Yeah.
I don't think they're the team as a whole can't make it back without those two players.
Yeah. I don't know. They've just never been a mind-boggling team for the playoffs when it comes, like, if I can think of any year that they've done anything crazy, there isn't one.
Yeah, I don't know.
St. Louis, they've been on a tear since the Four Nation face-off.
Bennington is...
He got his confidence back. I think winning that championship really elevated his game.
He is a big game guy. That is Bennington.
He is.
He showed it first in the 2019 Stanley Cup Final. And
where he ironically won a championship.
Yep.
In TD Gardens.
Exactly. And then he won it back this year. Reclaimed his clutch.
His championship momentum.
Exactly.
Ironically, yes. In TD Gardens.
For the Four Nations. With the Canadian leaf on his jersey.
Yep.
Which was amazing.
Yeah.
That Four Nations was crazy.
Sorry, America. We got you on that one.
Yeah. sorry, fellas. It's, you're not taking our sport away. But
not yet. Not yet.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of catching up to do.
Yeah.
Might get some heat for that one, but oh well.
Yeah, no kidding. Maybe we'll clip that one. Who knows? Get it cut out.
No, we ain't doing that.
It's
We're all serious. No bullshit over here.
It's all good and fun, boys.
Yeah, that's right.
It is.
We're fans of hockey as a whole. We're not biased to countries or teams or anything. I'm an American team fan, so we're good.
My captain's American. He was the captain of the Team USA, man.
Yeah, where's he been? I've seen him like a couple times in the last couple months.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I can't say anything. My captain hasn't been here for 2 years. 3 years almost.
I know. Yeah. All right, well, you know what? That's we started at half a drink. So
yeah, we did.
We'll take a little break here.
Grab a beer,
and we'll be back, fellas. Fellas,
welcome back. We're here.
Good. Okay.
So, we're going to switch over, get a little more organized, and talk about the
recaps.
The recaps from last night.
Mm-hmm. We talked a little bit about our teams, so let's move off of that.
Let's talk about the rest of them. See what's going on.
First off, we have Panthers and Columbus. It went full 3 periods, and got finished in overtime. Game-winning goal, Alexander Barkov.
What a guy.
He's...
Can't beat Sasha.
No, he's good.
He's fantastic. I think that's a good game for both teams, to be honest. I think Columbus, they don't have the greatest record this year, but as a team as a whole, underrated.
I agree.
100% underrated. I could see them clinching, getting a wild card spot and making the playoffs if they kind of pull their socks up and start playing good hockey again.
I could see it. It would be good. It would be good for them too. Columbus needs a good playoff run.
Yeah.
They had it a couple years ago where they beat the Leafs in the first round there, but then they got put out second round.
Didn't they sweep Tampa in the playoff round? I think it was their first playoff win. First playoff round, they swept Tampa, didn't they?
I thought it was the Leafs they played in the first round.
For some reason, I feel like they swept Tampa.
I don't know. We'll figure it out one day.
Yeah.
All right. That was Florida, Columbus. Then Colorado Senators. We talked about that.
Yeah.
Flames and Devils. 5-3 for the Flames. They're pushing. They're trying to get into that Western Conference wildcard spot.
I can't see it. Flames are they've got some good names on their roster, but overall they're a very mid team, I think.
I can agree with that. But Dustin Wolf, that's a goalie story right there.
I think he's going to be a stud.
I agree.
I think give him another, who knows, could even be next year if something happens over training and everything, but I think give him 2 years, 3 years, absolute stud.
Yep. I agree. I think he's going to be one of the top goaltenders in the league.
He's already great. He's just got a mid-team in front of him.
We also have to remember goaltenders are weird.
Yes.
Connor Hellebuck is weird. As soon as he gets into high-pressured games, I don't know what it is, but
high-pressure hockey isn't his thing.
We saw it unlike Jordan Bennington, which we chatted about earlier.
Yeah.
Playoffs, he chokes. He choked. Didn't choke in the Four Nations. The Four Nations game was anybody's game.
It was.
But eventually Jordan Bennington was better. That's what it came down to.
I think when it comes to Hellebuck, it's not just him choking, though, when it comes to playoff hockey. I think it's the team as a whole.
Yep.
Because, I mean, my team, Colorado, they swept them.
Yeah.
Swept them.
Was that what, last year?
No, last year, there was the gentleman's sweep last year. They gave him the first game, then won 4 in a row.
Gotcha.
But the year before that, or no, I think it was the year Colorado won the cup.
Okay.
4 in a row, under the rug.
Gotcha.
Could look different this year.
Mm-hmm.
Winnipeg is a force to be reckoned with.
Yep.
But for the last, 4 years, they've been quite the team.
Winnipeg's been in that top 3 spot since the start of the year.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, they went, 16-game win streak?
Something like that.
Yeah, something crazy, something stupid.
Capitals and Flyers, that 3-2 game for the Caps.
Kind of expected.
Yep. Alexei Protras and Dylan Strome are having career years there.
Yeah.
This year. Alex Ovechkin gave an empty net out to Alexei Protras for his first career hat trick the other week. That was great. Great of OV. Even in his goal chase, he's thinking about his teammates and his friends.
Yeah, very unselfish player, OV.
Yeah. Blues beat the Canucks. That's big for the Western Conference. To keep the Blues above the Canucks, because I do believe that Canucks are third in the Western Conference wild card, and Blues are second right now.
The Canucks have honestly surprised me this year. Compared to where they were last year.
I thought they were going to win the Cup. If you asked me who was going to win the Cup at the start of the year, I would have said the Vancouver Canucks were going to win.
Yeah, it's...
And then, well, nobody knows the true story, but JT Miller fucked Elias Pettersson's girlfriend. That's essentially...
That's the rumor.
There's no...
Allegedly.
There's no... There's no way that teams can go from... you being best friends playing together to just essentially shitting the bed. But, okay, Quinn Hughes has kept the team alive.
Yeah.
He is... Quinn Hughes.
Quinn Hughes is Quinn Hughes.
I personally think the only 2 comparable top 2 defensemen right now are Quinn Hughes and Cale Makar.
Yeah,
Cale Makar is still Cale Makar is Cale Makar.
But Quinn Hughes is Quinn Hughes.
Exactly. They have 2 very similar but very different games.
And my only argument as to why I would, being an Avs fan, I would potentially put Quinn Hughes over Makar, is look at the star power that Makar has to play with, and look at the cards that Quinn Hughes has been dealt.
I agree.
I mean, don't get me wrong, great players on Vancouver.
Yes.
But Quinn Hughes hasn't played his career with Mikko Rantanen, Nathan McKinnon, Gabe Landeskog. Yep. He had Kadri on there. You know, he didn't have the mentoring from someone like EJ, who's such a veteran and still such a good player.
I agree.
Doesn't have a defensive partner like Taves.
Yep. Who, Makar and Taves, they showed it in the Four Nations as well. They are Canada's top tier defense group. Those 2.
100%.
They're the first line. They're so familiar with each other, it's insane. And they showed it in the tournament.
Yeah, can't deny it.
So
people may have the reasonings why they're not, but statistically proven,
they are. We have chatted about this off podcast. We think that if Vancouver turns to Quinn Hughes, well, I think mostly my opinion, that if Vancouver turns to Quinn Hughes and says, we're going to do a rebuild, I think that after Quinn's contract is up, he's going to sign and he's going to go play with Jack and Luke over in New Jersey.
Yeah, I could see it. As long as Jersey has the money for it.
Yep.
Because...
But you have to remember, I think Quinn Hughes has a couple years left.
Yeah.
The cap's going up this year already. It's going to go up next year. It might go up next year. Who knows?
So they say.
Yes.
Again, allegedly.
It'll keep going up eventually. So,
I think though, if that were to happen, that year the Devils win the cup. If Markstrom stays healthy, because he's played great for the Devils. Easy cup win.
The Devils. It's okay. So he plays up until 2026.
So next year is his final year.
And as much as he's the captain, they don't come to a good agreement, and New Jersey says, hey, he might even just take a little bit less money to play with his brothers.
He might.
From what I've seen on TV and what I've heard is they're very close, the three of them. So it would not surprise me.
And
Okay.
I think the drama surrounding Vancouver is a very big turnoff.
Okay, so it's the 2026-2027 season, so he has 2 more years after this. 2025, 2026 year, 2026, 2027. Oh, your buddy's out.
He is.
Wild Bill over here has a snake.
He's just cruising. We're fine.
Oh yeah, he's having a good time. He's watching our highlights in the back.
Yeah, the ones that we didn't have playing in the first segment.
Yeah,
just on pause.
We forgot about that one.
We're good.
All right.
Does that cover everything from last night? No, there's a Vegas game.
There's a lot of games from last night, buddy. Islanders and Canadians. Islanders won it in overtime.
The Islanders are such a weird team.
They are.
Such a weird team.
Montreal's in a wild card spot.
Yeah. But the Islanders are
insane.
I can't believe how weird they are. Like, they're such a nitty-gritty team. And low-key a good team.
Yep.
But they can't perform. I don't know what it is with them. They beat all the, like, higher-up teams. But they can't stay consistent. I don't know if that's a Sorokin issue. Or if it's a team issue or what's going on there. Could be a Patrick Waugh issue. But they cannot stay consistent.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I don't follow the Islanders too much. I see the odd score here or there, but they're not a team I follow or would even consider really. They're like an Anaheim Ducks for me.
Right.
Right? Anaheim, they have some players. They have Jackson McComb, he's rising on defense there. They have Mason McTavish, Trevor Zegras.
I think Zegras is a flop.
I think Zegras is out of there this summer. I don't think he's going to resign.
I don't know if they'll re-sign him.
Yeah, I don't know. Radko Gudas as their captain is a fucking joke.
That's wild.
Like,
when they announced that, I was like, wow.
When they announced they signed him, I was like, wow, you actually want somebody like that? Like, I get it. He from the Panthers, playoffs. I don't know.
Sorry, Anaheim's fans. Gudas is a shitbag.
Yeah,
to say the least,
I feel bad. I'm sorry, but I feel bad if you're an Anaheim Ducks fan.
You know who I feel bad for the most, though?
Don't say the Leafs.
No.
Okay.
John Gibson. Bro needs to get the fuck out of there. He needs out of Anaheim. He's getting up in age. He's been through their ups and downs, and right now they're on a very, very, very big down.
You know where
Gibson needs to get out.
You know where Gibson needs to go? Gibson needs to go to Florida. He can go. It's the retirement team state.
I don't know if he'd get in Florida, though.
Okay, well, Florida has Bobrovsky and who?
Who is their backup right now? Because they got rid of Knight and Stolars.
It's
Who did they trade Knight for?
Detroit's old goalie.
Husso. Valet Husso? Isn't Husso the one that they got rid of? I know they also took Mrazek, didn't they? In the Chicago trade?
Yeah, but I think they gave Mrazek off to the Red Wings in the trade with them. Because Mrazek used to play in Detroit too, so he went back to his home team.
So is it Valet Husso that they got?
I think yeah. I don't know. I gotta find
check Florida's roster.
Yeah, I need to go to teams. Holy shit.
Because when I think Detroit, the only goalie I can really think of right now is Cam Talbot and Husso.
Vincent Vanchek.
I forgot that they got Vanacek.
Mm-hmm.
Where did he come from, though? Did he come from
San Jose? No.
Vanacek? Yeah, I think he was in San Jose, wasn't he? Because he was on New Jersey.
Hmm. Where's the fucking trade tracker? I'll be able to find it in there. Brad Marchand to the Florida Panthers. Yeah, that's a big one, too.
We're not even going to talk about that.
Okay, so Peter Mrazek went straight to Detroit from Chicago. The Dylan Cousins for Josh Norris trade was interesting.
That was interesting.
Yeah,
I think it was the greatest trade for Cousins.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't really find it right now, so that's interesting. Oh, here it is. Patrick Giles from Florida to San Jose for Vincent Vanchek. There we go. I had to get down far enough, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. Other games from last night.
Yeah, back on track.
Yes. Back on track for last night. Lightning Stars shootout 3-2 Lightning.
Wow.
John Cooper sitting coach the other week was
wild,
but almost as wild as Bill.
Got to do what you got to do when your star players aren't performing, though.
Yes, and John Cooper showed he is the ultimate coach.
He's so elite.
I've heard him talk a few times on a couple different podcasts. The way he talks about his team, he talks about them with the utmost respect. Everybody he's coached, from the Four Nations team to his team in Tampa right now, that it's been an interesting year for them, losing their captain in free agency. That was wild.
I'm pretty sure Cooper, too, is one of the only coaches in the NHL right now that didn't have a career in hockey.
I believe so. I think you're right, because his entire career has been coaching.
Yeah. Yeah, he's, as far as coaching goes, like, S tier, elite, incredible.
The Dallas Stars.
Weird team, dude. Weird team.
Weird, but I like them. I love Wyatt Johnson, man.
They're a great team.
He was, that contract extension that they had for Wyatt Johnson is amazing. Is the best they could have done. 8 years he's locked in for. It's great.
They're so up and down.
They are.
They're so up and down.
Casey DeSmith and Jake Ottinger are their goalies. Ottinger Hellebuck's back up in the Four Nations.
Great pairing, but
Casey DeSmith's, he has off nights.
yeah, so does Ottinger.
Ottinger has some off nights too.
He has some pretty bad off nights.
He's on my fantasy team. I would know about that
Yeah.
one. But he does have some insane nights as well.
Oh, yeah. I think he's a top 5 in the league, 100%.
Yep.
But
all right,
just some weird games with Dallas.
Weird chemistry they have.
Yeah, it is. I think a lot of it has to do with coaching, to be honest.
Yep. And now they have Mikko Rantanen as well. Like we said earlier, Canes lost the trade deadline.
Yeah.
They really, really did. Oh my God.
I think Rantanen's going to be a good ad for them, though. He's used to that Western Conference nitty-gritty hockey.
Yep, I agree. I think that if Colorado and Dallas play in the first round of playoffs, that would be insane.
I think not being biased at all, I think it's a Colorado win, though. I think it'd be Avs in 6.
Yeah, give them some chance.
Yeah. I think Dallas has had, I wouldn't say better regular season, but a pretty good regular season. I just don't know if they'd have the power to take the Avs on in 7 games.
Fair enough.
Especially with the new additions to Colorado. It's stupid.
Yeah.
And Wedgwood and Blackwood.
Mm-hmm.
What a duo.
I agree.
What a duo. Something you'd never think about. But what a duo.
I agree. Okay. I want to get through this next one quick because the game after this has a star player that I don't know how much star-like he is as of right now. He's interesting, but let's get to this other game first. Ducks and Predators. The Ducks won 4-1. Predators,
honestly, not surprising.
Predators stacked their team, or on paper they were stacked coming out of the summer break.
I'm telling you,
free agency.
When it happened, when everything was set in place, when preseason started, I was telling everyone, Nashville's winning the cup.
It was going to Music City, but it did not.
It sure as shit is not.
No. Yeah, so that's... We talked about the Ducks a bit earlier. I don't know. I'm just off of that.
Nashville's wild.
Yeah, on paper, they should have won the cup. They're not going to. I'll watch them closely on Saturday night because they're playing my Leafs. So we'll see how that goes. But, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we're done with that topic. We're done with that.
Drink to that, my friend.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. The next one. So the LA Kings played the Chicago Blackhawks last night. It was a 3-1 game.
For LA?
For LA. I don't think Connor Bedard is going to sign in Chicago. Man, I really don't. And if
He's got, 1 season left in his entry-level contract?
Yep. And I think either he's going to ask for a trade or he's going to ride it out and he's going to sign somewhere else. He's a Canadian boy. I think he's going to sign somewhere in Canada. I think, you know what, actually, this might run for Vancouver fans. If he signs Vancouver, keep Quinn Hughes there, give him some firepower up front, give Connor Bedard someone hot set at the back, Quinn Hughes. I think that would go well. Be a good pairing.
Yeah, but it also depends on his feelings with Chicago, because they're such a, especially in like the 2010s, such a historic team.
I agree, but I have heard that I had a notification pop up on my phone the other week talking about NHL insiders, possible Connor Bedard trade even. There wasn't much to say, but
you can tell when you watch highlights and see him play, though, he's frustrated.
Oh, the other night he had a wicket. he ran through the team, and it was just him end to end, and gave it to Tyler Bertuzzi. Bertuzzi fucking just ran it around the boards. I can't remember who they played. I think it might have been Utah. And I think they scored in overtime, and they lost the game. Connor Bedard, he runs through teams, but he has no support. And I get Chicago tried to do it, but I don't think Chicago. I think Chicago might have to go back into a tough time, dark times, for Chicago.
I don't think they've left the dark times.
No,
I don't think they have.
With Connor Bedard, it looked like they were exiting the dark times.
Potentially, yeah. But when you're comparing and talking about situations like that, look at the Sharks. Will Smith, Macklin Celebrini,
Will Eklund. You know what? I think that San Jose, once those three get the NHL under their belt, give them 2-3 years, they're going to be in a playoff spot.
They need to get a lot under their belt. Like, not the players, but the team. Like,
Yep.
Georgiev.
Oh, yeah. Scratch Georgiev. Fuck. Oh, my. No. No, get him off the team. Get him out of the NHL. He is,
It's sad
I
to
hate
see.
him so much, it's not even funny.
It's sad to see. Because when he played in the Rangers, fantastic. Great backup. When he went
Like
to
I said earlier, goalies are fucking weird. Look at Soupy.
Yeah, he's gone. I don't think he'll ever be back in the NHL. Unless he's like an emergency backup.
I don't know, man. I'd take the Zamboni driver.
David Ayers?
Shut up. I had to bring it up, but I would rather David Ayers over Georgiev and fucking Soupy right now. So.
I think the trade is what screwed Soup, though.
Yeah. I think he loved Toronto so much, and it hurt him so much.
But between Stolars and Wall.
I love Stoli and Woolley. They're my goalies. They're my fantasy goalies.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah. You dropped Stolars. He was injured. I picked him back up. You could have just kept him on IR, but you didn't. And I would have given you Mackenzie Blackwood too, but
I got Logan Thompson.
you fucked that trade up.
No. Logan Thompson over Stolars any day of the week. Any day of the week.
Okay, well, you know what? Stoli's my goalie. So at least I'm sticking with my goalies.
At least mine will be with me past the first round.
I know. I know, buddy. All right. Okay, we got to finish this last night's game. This is running. Okay.
It's good topics, you know?
Yeah, Jets Oilers. Jets beat the Oilers 4-3 in overtime.
Not surprising. Oilers have been shitting the bed since the fucking Four Nations face-off.
Connor Bedard and Leon Draisaitl just...
Who?
Connor McDavid. And Leon Draisaitl. Keep that team alive.
Yeah, I think Skinner's peaked. I don't think he's going to get any better.
I agree.
Calvin Pickard has had a fucking season this year.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a season. His bad games have been bad, but his record is really good right now.
I agree. Utah Hockey Club beat the Buffalo Sabres. Not a surprise. Buffalo?
Buffalo's Buffalo, but Utah's Utah.
Okay, has been in the talks for wild card. Buffalo isn't even in the talks. There's talks about Dahlin leaving Buffalo. Don't know if that's true or not.
Okay, we gotta remember though. Utah is just Arizona and a New Jersey.
Yep, you are right.
Like Videlkovic, I think that's his name.
Their goalie?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Nedeljkovic.
Connor
Wait,
Ingram
is it-
entered the player assistance program.
Yeah, I saw that.
hopefully he's okay. I think it's just a little bit of mental health issues.
Yeah. Nedeljkovic is Pittsburgh, by the way. I fucked that up
Oh,
completely.
Ned.
Whoever their fucking goalie is, he's been on and off. He's had fantastic games and he's had bad games, very bad
Did you
games.
see that game? Didn't he break his stick over the boards or something? He got pissed off when he got pulled.
Probably.
Um,
Famelka, I think that's his name.
Golden Knights beat the Boston Bruins 5-1. That's not a surprise there.
Bruins entering rebuild this year. After this season, they're rebuild.
Do you think Pasta wants to stay? Do you think
No.
he asks for a trade?
I think he's got a piss poor attitude. So I think he wants nothing to do with a rebuild.
I agree.
I don't think he's going to have anything to do with it. I think he's going to request a trade.
Fraser Minton had a natural hat trick in his first game for the Boston Bruins AHL team.
Really?
Yeah, Natty Hattie. That's what he had. I liked Minton. I think Brandon Carlo is a great addition for the Leafs because we needed another right shot D that was strong like Chris Tanev.
Now, if you guys would just move on from fucking Morgan Riley.
I agree.
Great puck mover, great offensive defenseman, but his defensive positioning and his defensive play is shit.
I'm going to be honest. I've never really loved Morgan Riley. I've been a Leafs fan my entire life, but I have never loved Morgan Riley. I've liked him at times. He's been good, but I've never loved the guy. Not like I have certain players. Nadram Kadri. I was devastated when he left and got traded. That pissed me off a lot. Joffrey Lupul, I did like him. There's lots of stories behind Joffrey Lupul. Won't get into that. Not something for today.
Can we throw back, though, to Mikhail Grabovski? One of the best stick handlers that they've had in a long time.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Let's go Nikita Gerbekin. Back check, forward check, bait check.
Yeah, and gone.
And Gonzo. But we kept Easton Cowan, so it's okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Next.
Last one. Carolina Hurricanes and the San Jose Sharks.
I bet you 4D have played that game.
If it'll load. No, Romanov played. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I want to know, William Eklund was the only San Jose Shark to score.
Jarvie got another.
Yep, Jarvie, Aho, and Sean Walker.
Sean Walker, really?
Yeah, that was his fourth goal of the season.
He's one person I'm surprised didn't stay with Colorado.
Yeah.
He wasn't great for us, but he wasn't terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Go Abs.
Go Avs, that's our highlights.
Yeah, there you go. All right, so that's the games from last night.
Yeah. Yeah, there was some good games last night.
Yeah.
Okay, wait a second. Oh no, I don't have anybody playing in fantasy tonight. I already checked.
Who's playing tonight?
The only two teams that play tonight is Penguins and Columbus. Only game that's
I
on.
don't have anybody either.
Oh. Well, yeah, it's all right. I have a pass this week in fantasy to get in the playoffs. So I'm running it. I love it. You don't?
Nope.
Nope.
This week I'm fucked for fantasy.
Yeah. It's all right.
So, thing we're going to be introducing for the podcasts is at the end of every podcast, we want people to comment. Because as you see, this is what we're drinking at the moment. But, as the segments go on, get more episodes in, we're going to start taking requests from viewers. And we're going to get absolutely fucking hammered on whatever the viewers tell us to drink. We don't know how we're going to pick yet. It might be whichever brand has commented the most.
Top liked comment.
Top liked comment could be drawn out of a fucking hat for all I know. But
And if you guys have any interesting drinks you want us to try, let's do it.
yeah, tell us, mix a fucking seltzer with a fucking Monster or some shit. Just give us
Would
ideas.
that even be good?
I don't, probably not, to be honest.
Okay, well, I really hope it is, but
Just give us ideas. We want to know. We want to hear from you.
yeah.
Be interactive. We're gonna start bringing on special guests the more we get into podcasting.
Hopefully we pick up a little bit.
But we're gonna go on with anything else.
What do we got?
We've gone over game recaps. We've kind of gone over the playoff race. We've gone over the Great Chase.
Okay. How about we take a last little break here, and then we'll get into the final segment of tonight.
Sounds good to me.
All right.
All right.
We'll see you guys in a
We'll be
couple
back.
minutes. What's up, fellas? How's it going?
Well, welcome back to the last segment of the pilot for Nobody's Sports.
Yeah. Well, we chatted about hockey, which is probably our main sport.
Definitely going to be the biggest topic.
Yep. But we do have off seasons. We have other sports. So, football, the NFL.
We will be covering that big time.
Yeah. My team, the Eagles.
My team, Denver Broncos, of course.
Then we have the MLB, Toronto Blue Jays.
Mostly we'll be following the Blue Jays. I am Denver biased. I am a fan of the Rockies.
Oh, Colorado man.
That's right.
You are. And then we'll follow a bit of the PGA as well.
Yeah, I can get behind that.
Yep. We'll talk about it here and there. It's the end of the night.
Yep. Kind of do our little outro here.
Yeah. Subscribe to the YouTube, Nobody's Sports. We're going to be trying to post hopefully every week. And then we're going to be on TikTok as well, so follow that at NB Sports. We're going to... NBS Sports, sorry. My bad, guys. We'll be on TikTok there. We're going to post some fun clips, some bloopers of us, and then...
just random stuff, when we go golfing, we'll get some shots and stuff.
Yeah, maybe some trick shots or
Yeah.
shanks into the water.
Yeah, that'll be good.
That'll
be more than that.
Yeah. Getting drunk on the golf course.
Fuck yeah. Maybe he'll crash a cart or two, who knows.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Other than that, we thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Got one beer left.
Cheers, buddy.
Cheers to that.
Oh, we're finishing here. Or
No,
no.
just a little thirsty.
All right, fellas. Well,
Cheers to you. Cheers to me.
that's it. That's all. We are
Wild Bill.
Just Ty, and we are
Nobody's
Sports.
Sports.